This video is for Cs219 Assignment 2. In this video, I will be developing a simple web-based service on Oracle Cloud. The steps are: firstly, I will configure the graphical user interface. Second is to install and configure Apache Web Server. The third step is to install and configure PHP for Apache Web Service. The fourth step is to create a simple Hello Cloud web page. And also I will be opening the web browser and accessing the web page using public IP address. And the fifth step is to test the web page using Firefox. So let's begin. So I have already prepared Putty, and the first thing we are going to do is update our Ubuntu OS. So we'll enter the following command: sudo apt update. So we'll let that run. This may take a while. We'll wait for that to finish. It's almost done. So next we are going to type sudo apt upgrade. So this will upgrade on all the download packages. Type yes. For the update. So now the update is complete. So the next thing we are going to do is configure our graphical user interface. So we'll enter the following command. We just copy paste it. So this will install our graphical user interface. Type yes. This may take a while, approximately 5 minutes. Let me just skip this. So now the installation is complete, as you can see. So we'll put on light dim, enter. So now our graphical user interface is installing. It's almost done. So now our graphical user interface has been installed, but we cannot view it yet. We'll need VNC Server, and before that we'll need VNC Server on our system, and we'll enter the following command to install it. So after our VNC server is installed, we'll simply do VNC server, click enter. So we'll enter our password, verified. For view only password, we'll simply do no n. So now our desktop has been now created. To set up our server, we'll enter the following command. Press enter. and now we'll create the backup, and for that we'll enter this command. Oops, I made an error, let me just correct it. No, there you go. So next we are going to edit the setup file. So for that we'll enter the command sudo nano there you go. Now we are going to enter the configurations, so simply I will copy paste it. So next we are going to save it by doing Ctrl X, enter yes. We'll keep the file name. Now we have successfully edited our setup file. Now we are going to make the file executable by writing the following command. Let me just type this. So finally we are going to restart our VNC server, which was initially stopped. So we will simply do VNC localhost. Oops, I made an error. Let me just correct this. So now our dashboard is created on our local machine. So before opening the VNC server client, we'll do some changes to our party. So our source port will be 590.5901 and our destination will be 127.0.0.1 colon 5901. We'll edit and we'll go back to session and we'll just rename and open. So now we have SSH to port 5901. We can use the real VNC server. After opening, we'll simply enter localhost colon 5901. Click enter. So it will ask for our password, so we'll enter the password initially created. And now we have accessed our graphical user interface for Ubuntu instance. So we have successfully done number 1, task 1, which is to configure the graphical user interface. Now we'll install the Firefox in order for us to install the Apache 2. So as you can see, the installation is taking place. It's almost done. Let me just skip it. Firefox. So there you go, we can see our Firefox live. So there are other ways, but I have chosen this way. So now after the Firefox has been installed, we are going to go back to our git bash and we'll install Apache web server by entering the following command. Click enter. So after installing it, we'll be configuring it. So we'll configure some Firefox settings to allow incoming traffic to port 80 and port 443. which is the HTTP ports. I have already configured the security settings in Oracle Cloud Dashboard, which was in the first guide of the assignment. So there was some error, so I have just fast forwarded it. So we'll let this continue, and there you go, it's almost done. Welcome back. So our Apache web server is successfully installed, and to check it we'll simply type the following command. Let me just type this. Oops, let me correct it. So this will check if the Apache server is running or not. So it says they are active running. So we can check if our web server is up and running. So then we'll navigate to this IP address, which is let me just check. Oh, there you go, 127.0.0.1. Let me just type this. This will simply, and this is simply our local host, and this should open the default web page as you can see on the screen. And now we can confirm that our web server is successfully installed and running. And now we can view all the application using the following command. Click enter. So we'll be changing some rules for Apache full. Yeah. So we'll write the following command for that. Let me just type this. Apache full. Just press enter, and as you can see the rules have been updated. So these rules were created using Oracle Dashboard under network and security list, and this was outlined in the first guide of the assignment 1. So now we are going to check which ports are being listened. Also for that we'll require the tool, and I have typed the command for that. So let's install it. So now we'll run the command to see which ports is being listened on. Oh, it's running. Let's just skip it. Okay, welcome back. So now we'll run a command to see which port is being listened. Oh, there you go. So as you can see, we are currently listening to port 80, which is HTTP. So now we also have to allow HTTPS as well. So we'll type the following command for that. Oh, I made an error. Let me just correct this. So now we'll restart on our Apache server. So we'll again check which port is being listened to. Let me just write the command. Enter. Oops, I wrote the wrong command. Sudo must go first. Sudo system ctl restart Apache 2. Click enter. Oops, I made an error. The spelling of system is wrong. Let me just skip this. And there you go. So now we'll check which ports are being listened on. So now we have port 443 and port 80. And now the final command is to change the firewall settings. So we'll just write the following command and click enter. So now we can check on the web browser on our local machine. So now in our Webpage we have to install PHP in order for us to add a web page. So we'll enter the following command: sudo apt install php lib apache 2 -mod -hp. We'll let that run. So let me just clear this. So next we are going to navigate to our HTML folder. So let me just type the directory. Type ls I mean. So now we are going to do the backup. Let me just write the following command for our backup. Oops. Okay, now it's back. So we'll create a new index.html which will serve as our web page. We'll enter the following command for that, and there you go. I will simply copy and paste my static web page. So we'll save it by typing Ctrl O, and to exit it we'll simply do Ctrl X. So now when we navigate to our local browser, we will see our web page live, as you can see, with my group members name and details.